morning, my friends. Welcome back to the Wade Fishing Experience. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. It is New Year's Eve morning. Getting ready to cruise into 2022. But first, we've got a huge incoming tide this morning. We are exploring a new area at Rocky Point. And as y'all know, my favorite time to explore these flats is when the tide is as low as it can be. So we're just gonna do some exploring and a lot of casting this morning. Probably gonna start out working a paddle tail, maybe then a jerk bait, just kind of see where the day takes us. But that is it. Stay tuned and we're gonna catch some fish, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and head on down the flat towards the creek and then work our way back to our entry point. Alrighty, y'all. There is not enough water on the flat right now, which will change soon. I mean, this incoming tide is pretty strong. So there's no fish on the flat right now, which is okay. We are out at the sandbar, and I'm gonna toss a jig around the deeper water to start with and wait as this tide comes in over the flat. Now, as the tide pushes in, we expect the redfish to push over the sandbar, come onto the flat and start feeding, hopefully tailing. I don't know if we're gonna get the sun on our side today, which could be a good or a bad thing. So we might not be able to do sight fishing. Oh, we just had a fish come right up to us, y'all. That's crazy. Swirled right in front of me. Yeah, so we might not get an opportunity to sight fish, but we're gonna get an opportunity to get on the fish, y'all. So stay tuned. There's a fish. What do we get, y'all? Ladyfish, I think. Ladyfish. Oh, I guess on the board at least. Or maybe that, yeah, that's a lady. That's a lady. Oh yeah, okay. Incoming. Incoming. All right. Well, we are on the board. That's a pretty nice big ladyfish. I may consider keeping one for chunk bait, but right now we're gonna let this guy go. Oh, easy boss, easy boss. See ya. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, lost him. Dadgummit. Lost him. I think that was our trout. I'm not sure. I think that was our trout. We'll see if he'll come back for it here. Well, I don't know if y'all can see it, but we got birds working bait about 75 yards out in front of me. I'm probably not gonna be able to get to those fish or those birds because it's just too deep. I'm almost to my waist now, and I don't think it's not gonna get any shallower as I go. So unless it doesn't drop off anymore at all, I'm not gonna be able to get to those fish. So if you can see them and you were wondering, well, hey, why aren't you going after those birds? Well, now you know. Oh, there's another lady. I mean, these things are everywhere. Everywhere today. Oh, he popped off too. Anyway. Yeah. Man, oh man. Ladyfish every cast. Right now, y'all. Every cast. We'll stick one for cut bait here though. There we go. Spit the hook again. Nobody ever said catching ladyfish was easy. If they did, they were lying. Just every cast. Just every cast, y'all. Come here. Come here. Come here. I said, come here. Yeah, easy, boss. Easy, boss. You communist. Come here. Come here. Good grief, y'all. There we go. That'll settle him down. Yeah, this always makes me a little uncomfortable, y'all. So we got so much bait around that Flipper has come up over the bar. And I think he's brought a couple of his friends too. And while I'm not scared of dolphins, it always reminds me when we have so much bait around and dolphins around that there will be sharks around. So I'm probably gonna be happy with my cut bait, take this back onto the flat and wait for the redfish to come over the bar. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna end up doing, y'all. Flipper just out here putting on a show. I mean, I really want to go fish the bait school, obviously. I mean, I think we would crush the trout, but also I don't like to fish when I'm uncomfortable. And again, this water out here now on the flat is super clear. Out here, it's murky. Alrighty, my friends, I have got my ladyfish here, and I'm just going to show y'all a little trick for chunking up bait when you're on the flats. There is obviously not a fillet table at your ready, so you can just use the hard bottom sand to make your cuts. So I'll show you what I do. Don't dunk your reel while you're doing this either. That's no good. But yeah, just use the bottom as your cut board. Just dunking everything. What's your name, brother?
James.
Matt.
Matt, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, I didn't really have much of a plan. I've only fished this flat one other time. When I came, it was higher tide back a couple months ago, so I fished the mangrove edge. I didn't do anything. I didn't get anything going.
They get in there, but when they get in that sand, where all that's dry,
yeah,
they get super spooky.
Yeah.
And they don't want to really play. They get in a happy mode on that incoming in here. See the sand right here?
Yeah.
The bars that are inside. There's more, as you come this way.
Okay.
Drop inside it, and they'll start floating and tailing, and they'll just start working themselves this way.
Awesome.
So I think the fish stage out there. There's a deeper part.
Sure.
And then they work this way on the incoming.
Yep. That's kind of what I was figuring. I mean, it's similar to Cypress. I mean, it's basically the same flat.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they'll do a lot. They'll sit out on the outside of the bar, and then once the water's up to their liking, they'll come over and start tailing. All right, y'all. Nothing on cut bait. I mean, not even a sniff, not a bite, nothing. But the tide has come up now enough that I am gonna go look for tailing redfish. So let's go get them, y'all. All right, y'all, so what I'm doing now, you can see these potholes dotting this grass flat. And I'm just working around these, just making a bunch of casts, looking for tails, looking for boils, looking for anything. But just blind casting until you see something. But you can always concentrate on the edges of these potholes and around these potholes. It's always a good idea. But so far, have not seen any reds. There is nothing, y'all. Just nothing. So just not happening today, y'all. I have tried cut bait, I've tried artificials, I have worked the outside of the sandbar, I have worked the inside of the sandbar. The redfish never came onto the flat today, y'all. They just didn't do it, at least not yet. Which is a shame. It's a beautiful day. The tide was right. I'm still learning this flat, but yeah, it's one of those, it was a 90-10 day and we picked the 90. So, you know, we didn't find the fish. But that's what happens sometimes when you explore these new areas. Yeah, it's not always easy fishing a new area, even when you think you have a good plan, which I don't think the plan was bad today. I just don't think the fish are here, period. So the good news is we learned a lot about the terrain here. This is a great flat. I will be back to this flat, but we got to figure out when the fish are going to be here and why they weren't here today. So we'll work on that. But this flat definitely shows a lot of promise, and I know it is a popular spot. So I assume people do catch decent fish here. Anyway, that's a wrap on the show, y'all. We'll catch you next time on the Wade Fishing Experience.